Hello everyone, my name is Kelsey, or Inloveability, and today we're going to be doing a criticism of my founder for the Pastel Rainbowcy challenge. So this challenge was originated by Berry's Sweet Boutique, and it's very similar to the Legacy challenge that's really popular to do in The Sims. The Legacy challenge is like the one where you like move into a really big lot and you're supposed to like make it to 10 generations. But this challenge is a little bit different because, as the name implies, it's going to be pastel rainbowcy colors, so the Sims are all going to be berry Sims. And berry Sims are something that you might not have heard of before, but I found a blog post that I think does a really good job of explaining what berry Sims are and kind of the history of them. But according to this blog called Absoludicrous, berry Sims is a term used to refer to a specific style of Sims known for colorful skin, hair, and eye colors, along with clothing that matches. And normally these Sims are named after either things like food items or like the colors that correspond to like the main color of the Sim. But it doesn't have to be that. It can be, you can name them a regular name, or, you can name them whatever you want. But like, for example, in this challenge, my founder Sim, it has to be a white color according to the rules. So I named my Sim Pearl. And you guys will see in the other Create a Sim videos that I have coming out in the next week or so of the pink and purple Sim that my founder Sim has to have babies with. Their names are going to correspond to pink and purple names, or pink and purple colors. But yeah, so all these other Sims in this challenge are going to have names that relate to whatever color they're supposed to be. But the blog post will be linked down below, along with the rules for this Pastel Rainbowcy challenge, if you guys want to do that. So, like I mentioned, each generation has a different color. And so the first generation is white. And it gives a little bit of a background, I guess. It says, your life has been a sheltered one, and all you want to do is get away from your overbearing parents. The family's vacation home is your escape plan, and hopefully one can survive as a starving artist. It gives you the traits that you're supposed to pick for your founder Sim, which are artistic, flirty, perfectionist, family-oriented, and neat. And then it just gives some rules, like for your starter home, it's got to be 1 bedroom, 1 bath vacation bungalow, and we have to move our founder into it. And again, it's really like the Legacy Challenge, where over the generations, you can build on to the house that you start off with, but it has to be kept on the same lot throughout the entire family generations. But it's really up to you. The larger the lot is better, it says, but it can be whatever lot you want. And then it also has a lifetime wish you're supposed to complete, which is surrounded by family. And then it has a couple of other things that, they want you to do, like master painting skill. We can make money selling paintings, but we can't join the painter career. We've got to paint 5 masterpieces. We have to paint a portrait of our heir to hang proudly in the family home. And then we have to have a total of 5 children with 2 different Sims, pink and purple Sim. And both of these have to have the law enforcement career, or at least one of the mates has to be law enforcement. And adoptions are not allowed this generation. So yeah, it's really, really exciting. I'm excited to do this. I found berry Sims on Tumblr a couple of years ago, and I just fell in love with them. And I think they're really neat, and I do have a family that I've played with on my own before I started recording videos that are berry Sims, and I'm on the 3rd generation, and it was like a white and an orange Sim, so it's really cool. But to talk a little bit more about our founder, Pearl, as stated in the Legacy Challenge rules, or the Rainbowcy Challenge rules, there's a little bit, or as stated, there's a little bit, it gives you a little bit of a foundation for a backstory for the Sim. It's very minuscule, but I thought it would be fun to kind of create a little bit more of a backstory and really get to know and humanize Pearl as a character. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen Urban Sims X videos. I feel like she does this a lot, and she's a really, really big inspiration to me. So I sat down and I really thought about, who did I want Pearl to be based off of the information given to me. And so I came up with a little bit of a backstory. So I wrote it down, but I'm just going to kind of talk it through because, yeah, why not? I was born with a silver spoon in her mouth. So everything was given to her or decided for her. And her parents, Snowden and Ivory, were very, very hands-on and throughout her childhood. And they never told her no. They always gave her everything she wanted, but it came at a cost. They wanted her to do the things that they wanted her to do. She wanted something, she could get it if she did the things that her parents wanted her to do. And her parents are extremely successful people. Her father is the head surgeon in Sugar Valley, which is a berry town that I downloaded. Her mother, Ivory, is a prominent politician for the town. So, Pearl has never really known struggle or anything like that. It's always been, she gets whatever she wants. And so her parents, again, were very hands-on, and they always decided everything for her. From the moment, each of her and her siblings were born, they all had a plan already set out for them. They already had a predetermined destiny according to her parents' wishes. And so Pearl and her siblings, they all attended Small Growers Prep School. Her relationship with their parents was very distant because, her parents wanted the best for her and they always provided for her. They were never very affectionate with her. And so, Pearl and her siblings Frost and Lacer, they were always away at prep boarding school once they reached their childhood, and they stayed there until they graduated, and then it was expected of them to continue on right away to university. Pearl's older brother Frost fit into this formula perfectly. He was a successful student and athlete at Smugglesworth Prep School, and then once he graduated from there, he went to university, and he completed his degree in business, and now he's working underneath his mother at the town hall, just like his parents had planned for him. Then you have Pearl's little sister Lacey, who's a musical prodigy and genius at a young age, and she's doing everything that her parents want her to do as well. And Pearl's constantly caught between this battle of trying to live up to her parents' expectations while living in her siblings' shadows. Her siblings do everything that their parents want them to do, where Pearl doesn't. Pearl doesn't want to do that. She feels like a failure compared to them. And this failure has really put a strain on her relationship with her siblings and her parents, because again, Pearl never wanted to do the things that her parents wanted her to do. She never did the things that was expected of her. Her parents wanted her to get into music or sport. She wasn't interested in that. She was interested in painting. And in her parents' eyes, that was something that wasn't really respectable for the family, that wouldn't elevate the family name like Frost and Lacey are supposedly doing. And Pearl is sick of it. She's sick of trying to fit into a mold that's not her. She's sick of being somebody she's not, and so she's decided to run away. She's decided to escape before her parents make her go off to college. Because like stated before, there's this predetermined plan where, you go to prep school, you go to college, and then you go into the career that your parents want you to do. And her parents told her, you have to go to college, you can get a degree in fine arts, but you have to go to college, and Pearl is not interested in that, and so this is her opportunity to escape before she's in way too deep. And so she's decided to escape to this abandoned vacation bungalow that they used to stay in Sugar Valley. And she's moved away from her parents, and she's now living in this bungalow, trying to get by while using her painting skills. And she's cut off all contact with her parents. She has not cut off contact with her siblings because her siblings didn't choose this life, but they went along with it. And again, there is this resentment that Pearl has for her siblings and her parents, especially for her siblings for being the perfect children, where Pearl is constantly this black sheep, this failure, and she wishes it wasn't like that, but there will always be that resentment in her heart. But, this journey now is about Pearl and Pearl finding herself and figuring out how to struggle and figure out how to do things their own way without having somebody tell her how to do it or determine it for her or tell her what she should or shouldn't be doing or how she should be acting. Pearl is finally going to be able to be herself, but it comes at a cost. So she's going to have to learn how to struggle and figure things out. And I think that's really interesting storyline that we can work with and really play with as she's figuring her way out through the world as a young adult and a starving artist, quote unquote. But that is the story that I came up with, and I want to thank you guys for watching today, and please be on the lookout for the other Create-A-Sims. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much.